Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Fix This House. On this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to unclog a sink inside your bathroom. Stay tuned. Many of you have probably had this issue right here where obviously when you turn on the water inside your bathroom sink, the drainage is pretty much clogged. Even though you pull this out, it still drains a little bit, but it's a slow drain. I'm guessing that there's probably years of accumulation inside that drain pipe, and that's what we need to get into and clean it out. So the very first thing we need to do is get access right underneath the bathroom sink. So as you can see right here, there are tubes. There's a tube right here. This is called the P-trap. So the P-trap is shaped like this, shaped like a P. The reason why it's like this is so that we can have water sit right here so that we don't have a backflow of sewer gases going up. And there's actually water inside these, so that's what causes the gases and preventing it from going up there, so you don't have that sewage smell. So what we need to do so that we can figure out what's clogging this is we need to take this off and take this off and see where that clog is located. If you have a slow drain right here, I highly advise that you try lifting this up and try to drain all the water that's left in your sink so that when you open up those tubes, you don't have a huge mess. You can hear the water. If you listen, you can hear the water trickle as it slowly drains there. But if you have an issue where it's not draining at all, you have no choice but to do this full on the very top. Now here comes the dirty part. You will need to get a basin right under here, because right when we open this P-trap up, it's gonna be really messy. Here comes the dirty part. In here is where the mechanism that controls the drain plug. Right there it goes. This one's actually broken, but as you can see that this is what controls the up and down, and it controls the drain up there. If I go down, it goes up. If I go up, it shuts and closes. This you will need to disconnect as well. I highly suggest you wear gloves during this part. So here's another tip. Sometimes it's really hard to take this off without using a special tool like a wrench. So I'll put the picture right here of what tool you need so you can get this off easily in case you can't do it by hand. So the very first thing you need to do is unscrew this. Unscrew this right here. See, and you can see the water starting to drain. So there you go. See all that nasty stuff? And if you look through there, you can see that it's pretty clogged up in there. Also, be prepared to have a towel in hand because you're gonna have water splatter on certain areas. And I could already smell the sewer gas in there. You can see that there's some nasty drainage gunk in there as well. And we need to get in there and take that off. So let's unscrew this. This is the lever for the plug at the top. And there we go. You can already tell that there's some nasty gunk in there. So look at all that nasty stuff that's been clogging this drain. So we need to clean that out. And that's hair and all that stuff that's been accumulating there over the few months. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna shine a light right through. I can see right through down there, but you can still see a lot of gunk that's stuck. You can see where that water is, where that basin is. What I'm gonna use for this one is I'm gonna use a stick and just try to poke all that nasty stuff out of there, and so that we can get this all cleaned up. So what I'm doing to clean this off is I'm using a skewer stick. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna poke right through there and just clean up all the gunk. So here's the afterwards. I poked out all the nasty stuff in there, and now you can clearly see the water. You can tell that it's clear because once I shine the light from above, you can see that it is now clear. There's no more blockage right there. next thing that we need to do is we're gonna clean out this plug right here. Yeah, it's very nasty, but we have to do it. That's part of the process. So here is the after and how clean this drain plug is supposed to be. Now your P-trap, you should be fine on this. It's dirty in there, but it's not clogged. I mean, you could get a new one. They're fairly cheap. You can buy it in your local hardware store, Home Depot or Lowe's, but this one is good. I'll replace this. I'm just doing this for video purposes, but I'll go to the store and buy a new one. But I'll reuse this for now and show you how to hook it back up. So what I did was I took the clean one, put it back in, just reverse process, put it back in. I screwed back the plug lever. Take your P-trap and plug it back in. Make sure that everything's nice and tight on both ends so that when you turn on the sink, it doesn't leak or anything like that. Keep your drainage basin right there just in case you do experience a leak. Here comes the moment of truth. Draining pretty well. Now let's go check underneath. Check for any types of leak. No leaks. Looks good. As you can see, guys, that was fairly easy. Anybody can do it. From 1 to 10, difficulty level is probably number 2. The only bad part about this is cleaning up. That's cleaning up the mess and the gunk. That's why I highly suggest you wear gloves and probably wear a face mask so you don't get stuff splatter all over your face when you're cleaning this stuff. All the tools that you can use, I'll leave on the link down below. I could have used a pipe cleaner or a brush, but depending on how bad your clog is, I just used whatever's available around the house. Obviously, I don't have a pipe cleaner at the moment, but you can use a pipe cleaner to make it a lot cleaner inside those pipes. If you have a very stubborn fitting, you can use the tool that I suggested. I'll leave it right here, the tool that you can use, and I'll leave the link down below. So again, guys, I highly suggest you use this method and not just I know a lot of people use Drano or chemicals. They just pour down the sink. That's in my opinion, I believe that's like a temporary fix. It doesn't fully solve the problem. The best way to do it is this method. You have to really open up the pipes inside on the bottom of the sink and unclog everything. And again, the P-trap, if yours is fully clogged and it's dirty like that, which after this video I'm gonna go change it out to a brand new one. But if it's still usable like the one here, go ahead, use it. But in my opinion, in my case, I'm just gonna replace it anyways because it's been here for a while. So I just want to make it brand new so that it also prevents from those gases from coming up and your bathroom smelling really bad like sewer gas. So again, guys, if you found this video super helpful, make sure you please hit that like button down below and please press that subscribe button down below so you can always be in tune on what's going on the quick fixer-uppers up here in my house, outside the house, inside the house. I do it all. If you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, or anything that you want to write down, please leave it in the description down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what method you use. And let me know how this has helped you and if it was very helpful. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next episode.